Clatterers, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the borough pride. Now then, manners, welcome to the first ever live TED Talks, the TED Anki podcast. It's proper class and that, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're probably thinking, what the freaking hell is going on? Why isn't he out there clapping for the NHS? Well, I've spread enough clap around Teesside, so I'm not doing any more of that, you know what I mean? Mucky cows. Yeah, so this is my live podcast. I'm going to be joined by some special guests. You're probably watching this on a number of channels. So it's on Facebook, it's on YouTube, and it's also on another Facebook channel, the George Pub and Grill in Stockton. And you're probably thinking, what the fucking hell is it doing on here? You know what I mean? I'm meant to be ordering a parbo. Well, they do sponsor the podcast. So they said, you can use the channel and put all your shit on it. So that's what we're doing. You know what I mean? So thank you very much for tuning in. You know, I've got a couple of comments to look at there. Oh, look at that. Someone's saying he can't wait for this. That's class. Don't know what that means, George. Cheers, Jack. I know, mate. Yeah, and a little bit of flange there as well. That's good, isn't it? So we've got quite a diverse range of watches here tonight. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, I don't host a podcast on my own. For the regulars who listen to it on a Wednesday, I host it with my mate, Mallet, who's Julie, Big Fat Julie's brother. So he's my brother-in-law. So I'm going to bring him in to the podcast. Are you there, Mallet?
Hey, Ted, can you see us, man?
I can see your knackersack. What you fucking hell, mate?
Well, that's where the camera is, isn't it? Can you? You're not live, are you? Have I got dick fat or what?
You've got something hanging out there, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. You're down here. Hey, I told you he was down here.
There he is. There he is.
Hey, Ted. Hey, man, this is class. Hey, man, look. Hey, right, I'm not even lying to you. Look, central heating. Oh, proper sorted. Hey, man.
Just for the watchers at home, Mala is he's round a little bit of Fluff's house, aren't you, mate? Because you heard that she'd got good broadband, but actually she's just got a good broad back. You got it wrong, didn't you?
Well, I thought so, but right, to be fair to her, she does have a big backlight. You know what I mean? So it's like,
how big is it? Describe it on like compare it to a household object. Is it as big as a sofa?
No, right. It's more like, you know, when you get two washing machines side by side.
All right, yeah.
She's like proper into it and that. She's class. But like, I can only come round here every now and again. So it's like the day, and she's let me use a computer, but I don't really know how to use it. Hey, why is there a badge up here?
That's my little logo, that, mate. Yeah, that's my logo. Yeah.
Oh, I thought
just to establish, you're saying that this lass has a back like two hefty pieces of white goods. Is that what you're saying?
Like a proper American fridge freezer, which is like massive wide. It's about this big. It's like that. Yeah. Like proper, like, you know, and like you open her up and, you know, like it's a bit weird because she does have a chest. One's bigger than the other, you know, like where you have a slim bit where you get like your water from and that. And then you have a bigger bit. Well, she's like a bigger bit of that side. It's nice.
I mean, she's a half a lump then, mate, isn't she? That's what you're trying to say.
She's about half with Julie, you know what I mean? But like, would fight.
Julie is a complicated woman, you know that. So we've established that before, haven't we? I'm gonna. You're a bit too close to me, so I'm gonna put you there, and we're gonna just change a few things around. Bear with us. Here we go. Let's have a nice backdrop of the Transporter Bridge because we're all on Teesside, aren't we? You know what I mean?
Well, hey, Ted, right? Just talking about this. Now we've got your ear. Right, have a look at this. Hey, some lads left this round the house. Look.
Loads of people have got them, mate. They could have bought it off your website. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think they've been buying now. Were you just doing the clap for the carer thing there? Because where we were,
I did it last time, and no one said thanks.
Well, I tell you now, they've just been doing burnouts out there for the carers. I think that's what they're doing. I was going to get out and start doing it, but she says I have to stop in case the neighbours see us. You know what I mean? 'Cause it's like,
Do you know what, Mallet? I miss a good burnout, mate. You remember when we used to go to places like Millennium, Brad's Bar, Walker's, and we used to have probably the best burnouts. It was almost Run DMC style, wasn't it? We used to wipe the floor with loads of bell whiffs in Stockton.
well, but you've got your mate here that's like, we're on his channel. Tell the George to start doing it, man. It'd be class.
Well, yeah, we're going to have Craig from the George on a little bit later because we're going to run a competition where you can win some food. How good's that? But yeah, we're good that because he does stuff like eating championships. We could have old school burnout championships, couldn't we? How good would that be?
Yeah, well, I can do some now if you want for the camera, but like I don't want to wake her burn upstairs. You know what I mean?
Which one? How many she got?
Well, she's got 3, but like one of them's 26, so you know what I mean. I don't class him. You know what I mean?
How old is she?
He borrowed it. Yeah, she's all right. He borrowed me this tracky top. Look, it's class.
It's nice.
Well, aye.
Yeah,
she said, go downstairs, speak to Ted, like sort it all out. And she said, you can have a cup of tea and that, and I can have a biscuit. Look. So she left us this thing here. It's class.
How's that?
Well, yeah, I don't know, man. It's got like biscuits and stuff in.
It's good, Mallet. Make yourself at home, mate. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm licking it later, man. Of course I am. Yeah. You know we are, Borough. We are proud. I'm having everything in this house, like, before I leave. Yeah. Have you seen him? Yeah, I've only been watching. Have you seen what Moz? Like, they've changed him up, haven't they? He's now signed Borough now.
What not?
Well, aye, he's signed proper.
Yeah. Do you know? It's about inclusivity, isn't it? Inclusivity, because like you've got to have a ginog in your team, apparently. If you don't have a ginog, you can get fined.
Well, that's what I think what it is. I think you have to have at least one. Because Andy Campbell must have just retired, has he? Because I think he was our last one.
He's gone grey now, Andy Campbell, and bald a little bit as well. So he might have ginger pubes, though. I'll ask him next time.
I bet he has like a proper ginger. Like me, I have no chest hair there.
Yeah.
I'll be saying, but like, I bet he has proper fluffy chest hair.
Yeah, it's a big chest, that, David. People have been saying you look a bit like Terry Duckworth. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, do you know what I mean? It's all complicated in my family because, right, if I'm honest, Ted, I do look a little bit like Terry Duckworth, right? I will admit that. But my mum, I don't think, was into Manchester people. Like, they used to call me Mum Betty. Well, they still do, but I just don't see it anymore. But I didn't remember me dad, you see. Because he must have left when I was a kid, you know, because we are from Thornaby, aren't we? I mean, it's just what people do. I think he went down the snooker centre on a Wednesday and I never saw him again.
Mate.
Yeah, it was all right. But, right, the rumour is that my mum, you know what I mean, she used to let people bareback her, like rough, well, you know what I mean? So, no, right, and she was well known for barebacking Bosnian sailors down the border, right? So, yeah, like I could have a bit of Bosnian in us, you don't know. I mean,
Slavic, I must admit.
Well, yeah, when I was at school, right? Like, honestly, like they used to pick on us and they used to be like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, sing a song at us, right? And they used to sing, you know what I mean? Bareback Betty, I banged your mum. Oh, bareback Betty, I banged your mum. And that's what they used to sing to us. And that was the teachers, like, it wasn't like the kids, that was the teachers. You know what I mean? So I don't know, I think I could be a little bit Bosnian, a little bit Terry Duckworth, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
100% man.
Terry Duckworth.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
yeah. Good. Well, we've got quite a lot of people watching, which is good at the minute. So I think what we're going to do is let's have a look at a few comments and then we're going to bring our first guest into the podcast. So let's see what people are saying across the channels who are watching this shite. Let's have a look here. Oh, we've got Amanda Greenhalgh there. Good evening. Very good.
Yeah, all right, Amanda.
Well.
Well, what? Liam, good lad.
There you go. Someone's late to the party there, dickhead.
Yeah, David Bowie. Oh, sorry.
Where's Big Joke? She's upstairs. She has to have like an in-detailed groom on a Thursday, ready for our weekend of just non-stop booking. So I've got to make sure that she's clean, shaved, trimmed, toenails, everything, because we get fucking wild. We really do. So I don't like dirty women. You know what I mean?
Ted, right? Have a look behind you there, right? That picture on the wall, right? Is that no the other side? Have a look the other side, right? And then them 4 lads that you was adopted, The
yeah.
They've all got your haircut as well. Let's class that.
I
thought it was weird you were adopting like four like proper old bloke as well. But yeah.
Oh, look, everyone's really enjoying tonight. Oh, there's Mally. Hello, Mally. Cheers.
Oh, Mally, right.
Mr. Patton there. All right, you pair of Doyles. Bloody hell, you're right, Teddy does have a striking resemblance to Teddy Duckworth, I did say.
Yeah, well, he was a good lad, Duckworth. I liked him.
Like a white gorilla's back with an axe wound. I think he's still on about Jolie there, isn't he? Oh, I've got a question here, actually, before we bring Craig on from the George. Like, all right, Ted, have you or young Mallet ever done a bit of snaging? For viewers who may be unfamiliar with snaging, it's sniffing bike seats. Only illegal if the owner of the bike is there. Have you ever sniffed a bike seat? No, you are looking like Teddy Duckworth there.
Yeah, well, I just thought someone might get the cheek up, so I might have to get, you know what I mean, knock the bats out. Yeah, right, when people think about our Julie, right, have a look at me now, but think 3 times the size. Like, so she's up here somewhere, and she's like, I am prettier than her, though, to be fair.
Yeah, and Jolie does have a fanny like a broken sofa. You don't. So just for the record.
No, I don't.
No.
Yeah, I've never sniffed a bike seat. I don't think I have, no. Have you, Ted?
No. I don't think I have. I've pretended to be a bike seat. So not the full effect.
Yeah, I pretended. Do you remember when we went to London that time and I pretended I was a Boris bike?
Yeah.
And I've been up in the river. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And I pretended I was an outdoor loo. And
well, I think them lads just picked on you, man. That was what it was.
Yeah, well, yeah, mate, I've got some abuse for you, mate. I wouldn't stand for this. Look at this. Mala looks like an extra from Oliver Twist. I wouldn't stand for that, mate.
Hey, yeah, Lewis. Hey, yeah. Oh, you're talking to you. Hey, I'll be round your. Where does he live? Have a look at that Facebook picture, Ted. Hey, yeah. All right, son. You're all right. Hey, yeah. Do you want me to come round and show you this? Look at this nipple. You ain't seen now the size of this badger. Look at that. I'm telling you now, you don't want to be setting your lip up.
No, you don't want that.
Extra, is it? Because there was some class extras. It might be a compliment. There was some wicked extras in Oliver Twist. Hey, yeah, could I be that fella who had the dog? What's his name?
Bill
Sykes.
Bill Sykes, yeah.
Oh, what is it? Hey, yeah, Bullseye. What have you done?
We're going off track, Mallet. We're going off track. Right. To all the people watching out there on Facebook and YouTube, right, we're going to run a competition where you can win yourself a Parmo to be collected from the George Pub and Grill in Stockton. So all you need to do, right, is you need to just share this stream on your Facebook, right? Just give it a share. And then you need to just like it, and then you also need to just comment with a name. It could be your name, it could be someone who you want to win the Parmo. I don't really know. I'm going to bring Craig in from the George and Grill Pub now in Stockton, and while you're doing that, we'll have a chat, and then we're going to pick a winner. So if you want to win a free Parmo, and they are fucking beautiful, because I had one the other week, and it was class. All you got to do is share this stream and just comment with a name or your own name or someone else who you want to win the Parmo. Right, we're going to bring Craig in. Here he is. No matter. You all right?
No, lads, you all right?
You're all right.
Good. Very good. Nice, Craig.
I think the missus has been decorating behind me here.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah. Good. What's that sweatshirt you've got on there, mate? Looks like Rocky Balboa.
British Eating League, mate.
Oh,
the competitive eating, the only competitive eating league in the UK.
Wow. What type of things do you do, Craig? Because I mean, me and Mallory have got our own eating league in our dogging group. So
class
goes down.
Oh, listen, you will do well in these. So when we've got the hot dog competition, we'll have to get you both down for it, either judging or taking part.
Yeah,
fancy lads.
I've seen this, Craig, right? Be honest with me, right? Is this the one where you can dip the bun and like swallow it down and that? And then, like, I've seen it done before.
Yeah, that's like a world famous one in America, that for MLE.
Is that dip a bun?
That's like the most famous league in the world. So we started the British one this year. So we haven't done a hot dog one yet, but we've had chicken nuggets, Oreos, cheeseburgers.
Have you done Guinness yet?
Done what, mate?
Guinness, because it's sort of like eating.
What was that? It broke up.
Can we do Guinness?
Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can.
It's like,
Guinness, Stella, wife beater, whatever you like.
Well, yeah, well, I'd do Guinness, me. It'd be class. I reckon I'd be all right with that.
Hey, there's some calories in Guinness, isn't there?
Well, look at us, man. I know.
There's plenty of iron in Guinness.
Oh,
as well.
definitely. But when we get round to the Guinness one, mate, I'll give you a shout.
I've got some questions for you, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Go on then,
Right. I think the George is proper class in it.
It is.
Proper place, right? And I think that, lads, if you want to pull a nice big glass in Stockton, that's a place in it, because you've got the eating league there as well, right? So I think it should be big glasses go for free, and we invite me round as well, because I reckon I like a lass. And I think it'd be class.
Yeah, definitely. And the bigger the better. If we need to widen them doors to get the party in, get them in, mate. Get them straight in.
You might have to put a couple of reversing beeps on some of them as well, when they're moving from the bar, beep, 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 beep.
Well, we already have that. If anyone weighs over 25 stone, you eat for free at the George anyway. So if any of your birds, if they do weigh over 25 stone, you don't pay anyway. So
Mallor will be turning up with a new one every week.
Yeah, right, Craig, right, I'm 17, so what do I get for that? Like a portion of chips or something?
a couple of scraps.
Well, aye, man, it's 25, must be for free. What do you get for 17?
You just aim for that 25. You keep eating there. I'll put a diet plan in place. Build you up a bit at 25. We'll get them moves built up to 25 stone and then eat for free.
That'd be class. Yeah, if you were as well, it's in the Garrick up for sale. Why don't you buy that and build some sort of bridge across the back? No, it'd be class. And then you could jump people straight in the Garrick.
Oh, some good nights in the Garrick.
Well,
George, and a few drinks in the Garrick.
It's gone now, isn't it?
I'll tell you the story. From I think it was about 2002, and I was in the Garrick, and we were having a game of killer, playing pool, and this bloke randomly came in, right, and where the dartboard was, he just dropped his pants and had a shit on the office.
I tell you now, I remember that. I tell you now.
Went his arse for a load of Carlsberg bigger mats. Wasn't
you still won the game though, didn't you? That was the thing.
Sunday night out.
While you were all watching this fella take the dump, I was moving all the balls around on the table.
Not a lot of people know, right, that after my wedding in 2001, that's where I had my honeymoon, in the hotel upstairs. Honestly, it was class, because she'd be we'd just get on it all day in the Red Lion, right? Then we'd go back to the honeymoon suite there. She'd I'd take a couple of Mitsubishis and I'd be out in Stockton. It was class.
That sounds like a good night.
It was class week, mate, honestly. The best week of my life.
Good. Well, we're running a competition to win a par more. We're not fucking going to deliver it now to you or anything. You've got to collect it at the weekend from the George Pub and Grill. We've had a few people who've done some shares and commented the names as well. Are you scrolling on a phone at the minute, Craig?
I can do, mate.
do you want to randomly pick a winner?
If he's not looking at porn.
You can't see that, can you?
No.
Right, give me 2 seconds.
No worries. I'm going to do a quick advert while we're waiting for this. I've been doing loads of fancy shit. Are you ready? Here is a quick word from our sponsor. There we are. That was the sponsors of the pod. Oh, I forgot. I've brought someone in there too early. Shit.
Was that Julie?
Got a loss.
That was Julie, that. Same haircut. Yeah.
Oh, he might have cut off. He might have lost. He might have lost signal. He might come back.
Yeah, Craig, get yourself round this house here. This last broad back as class broadband, man. It's mint.
Right, well, we might as well bring our next guest in then, before we waffle on a bit more. Now, you won't have guessed who it was from that quick clip because it was super fast, and he looks now like him. He does really. We have got the one and only. Now, just to big this up a bit, when there's a lockdown, this bastard seems to pop up everywhere. So Craig's back in the green room now. I'll bring him back in a minute to pick a winner, but we're going to bring on our very special guest, and it is Joe Wicks. Now, Joe.
Thank you so much for having me on, Ted. I love the show. I think it's fantastic. and I'm so pleased you got me on and said that I basically am Mr. Lockdown, because I am literally sick and tired of doing so many workouts. It's really, really pissing me off. Boris needs to stop locking the country down, because I am literally fucking knackered.
You look like you've been given the lockdown the workout's a bit of a miss, Joe. You know. Are you all right,
well, if I'm perfectly honest with you, Ted, I actually, last time I was in the Northeast, I did have a Parmo, and I've become literally addicted to them. And as much as I'm supposed to cook my own food and supposed to promote a good diet, Parmos have literally taken over my life and my wife's life. And we are basically turning into a fat couple of slobs, to the point where we can't even be asked to get out of bed to get the kids when they wake up. So basically, a Parmo has ruined my life. Don't eat them.
Wow.
Yeah, don't be saying stuff like that in Teesside, Joe. You know what I mean? That's not on.
Mallow will knock you out.
Well, I've got to say, I should promote. Actually, right, I think I will put a Lean in 15 Parmo into my next book, because I just love them so much. I think they're so nice. I need to find a healthy way of eating them and making them.
Right, I'm telling you what it is, Joe. You ready? Right, this is the wealthy way to eat the Parmo, mind, right? Get it from the shop, take it on, right? As soon as they give you it, belt out the door, like the lads will chase you, like you can run it all off, then you can scoff your Parmo in a bush. It's class.
Do you know what? I've got to say, that is a really good idea for a workout, and I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to the Northeast. I'm going to say, okay, everybody, what you need to do is find a pizza shop, get a Parmo or a pizza, and just fucking leg it. And as soon as you leg it and start getting chased, because I know a lot of people who work in Parmo shops, and they look like handy fuckers. And I've got to say, they would seriously fuck you up if they caught you. So it's a very good workout.
Yeah, well, the lads at Butter Pizzas are fast as well, I'm telling you now.
Yeah, the thing is that they chase you in the slippers as well, so the fastest fucking them.
Well, I've got to say, everybody knows that running in your slippers is better than any trainer that Mo Farah will promote. Hands down. I don't know why they don't use them in the Olympics.
Joe,
I've got a question for you, Joe. I've got a question for you, right? So during this lockdown 3, this time it's personal. Have you got any advice for all these fat knackers watching about they can lose a bit of Christmas tonnage around the gut?
Well, one of the first things I would say is Big Fat Julie has actually messaged me. She's after a personal video from me. I just thought I'd make you aware of that, Ted, just in case a threesome or something like that arose when we come out of lockdown. I just thought I would let you know that, and I think that's very important. And I think Big Fat Julie thinks that I'm going to come. We're going to have a threesome. We'll not come before the threesome, obviously after. I'm going to come. We're going to have a threesome. And then basically what's going to happen is she thinks that's going to happen on a regular basis. And that is how she thinks she's going to lose the weight. Because the messages she has been sending me on my Instagram are unbelievable. And to be fair, there was one particular picture where she had a cock in her hand. And if that was yours, I'm sure it probably was. I was very impressed.
Yeah, I did. That's what I got her for Christmas, a pet chicken, and she's always cuddling it. I think she thinks you're that crazy one off EastEnders, you know, the one who tried to kill himself in the green jumper. Your whiff, I think he's quite fitting, but so are you. Like, I don't think she's bothered. She'd still suck you off.
Oh, well, that sounds great. That sounds fantastic. Because I also heard that Boris Johnson and Donald Trump have also had a threesome with you and Big Fat Julie.
Yeah, it was a bit of I put false tan all over me linen bedsheet. I wasn't happy about that. And,
that must have been an absolute nightmare, because obviously when you finished, you must have been thinking, oh my God, who has shat herself? Because sometimes that's quite an erotic thing to some people, but that is disgusting.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm asked to do it above a glass coffee table with 3 people underneath it so they can watch it land. But we won't go into that. Someone's just put a little comment here about you, Joe. Is this true? I heard Joe sticks Lego up his bum. Have you ever put Lego up your bum, mate?
No, but I've got to say, I did once try Toblerone, and I've got to say that was slightly more painful than I can imagine Lego would be. I've never tried Lego, but I suppose it's a bit of an experiment I could have a go with.
Yeah, I tried a stickle brick before. It was quite pleasurable. Mala, someone has said here that you look like you wear Crocs. Is that true?
Yeah, I don't wear notes. What you talking about here? Have a look at me foot here. Look at this. There's no there, look. Don't be talking about Crocs with me.
There
Is
you
he
go.
having a shit? Are you in the bathroom?
Yeah, this is our lass's front room. What you're on about?
Oh shit! I'm so sorry.
I've got a question. Yeah, it's all right. She leaves her knickers about. Yeah, right. I've got a question for you, Joe. Right, Joe, is that behind you on your cabinet there? You seem to have a picture of disgraced Mayor of Middlesbrough, Ray Mallon. Is that right?
Ray Mallon. I've got to say, if
There he is.
I
know it's him because he's doing his Robocop stance.
It's basically, if it is Ray Mallon looks a lot like Billy Connolly these days. So
it could be.
Yeah, what was his catchphrase? Because he was like really famous at one point, wasn't he? He was on GMTV with Eamon Holmes. I remember watching him.
He used to be, shoot the immigrants. That's what he used to say.
It wasn't it. I'll be back.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Was it RoboCop or something? He was called RoboCop.
Yeah, yeah, that's just because he had one of them haircuts, though. You know, like where he's like half his head's bald and then he just had thing wrong there. He was class.
It's basically like a bowl cut. That's what it was. It wasn't like, yeah. Oh, well.
I thought it was because he walked like he had a pebble in his shoe.
He could be that as well.
Yeah.
Well, he's not Mayor of Middlesbrough anymore, but you're keeping it alive. I like that, Joe. It's class.
Joe,
everybody, a bit of Ray Mallon now and again, keep it fresh. I suppose it's like me mentioning Mr. Motivator because he was around at the same time as Ray Mallon. I actually might do a Mr. Motivator workout tomorrow. In fact, I might dress up as him too.
No, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to do that type of thing these days, mate. I've got to warn you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. I thought it was okay up north.
I know you're based up in Hartlepool at the minute, and that's the norm. But I'm going to bring Craig back in from the George Pub and Grill because it looks like he's having a little wank at the minute in the green room, and I want to catch him. Craig.
Oh my God, has he just been masturbating? That is unbelievable. I can't believe he better not have been doing that over a Parmo because I tell you what, Big Fat Julie would have loved that.
Yeah, professional sauce at the George.
Special, mates, on special tonight.
Have you managed to pick a winner, Craig?
I have, mate. I have. So to win a George Parmo this weekend for collection, Craig Smith. Craig Smith is a winner.
Craig Smith, bell whiff alert there, Craig Smith. Up the fucking butter, you've won a Parmo, you doyle. Get in there.
That's how I was winning that.
Craig, you've also won a book, my Lean in 15 book. Message me on my Instagram and I will send you one over. You'll be waiting for fucking ages, but you will eventually get it, I think.
Yeah, Craig, you're getting note off me, though, because I should have won that Parmo. Note.
Oh, do you want me? Sorry, mate.
I'm going to get
listen, as soon as these events are on, mate, these eating contests, you can come down, Mala.
Well, Craig, you just need to contact the George Facebook page or give them a ring and arrange a convenient time to collect your Parmo tomorrow or Saturday. Is that right, Craig?
That's right, mate. That's right. Yeah. When we're also delivering.
And let us know how it is. Like if it's shit, no, don't, because we don't want any bad press. Just only let us know if it's good. You know what I mean? Let's have a look. Someone's just put here, Mala. I didn't picture Mala to look like that listening to him. He sounded like an old man. They're saying you're looking young there, Mala. They don't know you've been smoking woodbine since you were 5.
Well, yeah, like I said, I don't know who my dad is, do I? So he could have been someone looking younger maybe than my mum. And I don't know. I'm all right, though. I am like 50, so I still look quite young.
Yeah. Good, Mega Mala. We've got like a workout regime. Sorry, Joe, it's not from yours. It's from.
Shit. I bet it's fucking shit.
It's the green goddess herself. Because we do a little bit of a workout and then we have a toss at the end of it. So
that sounds like a great idea. I think I might put that into mine. Actually, I thought it might have sounded shit, but now you've told me, I think that's a great idea.
Brilliant. Now, listen, I'm going to let you scoot off, Joe, but I believe you've got a video out at the moment that's doing the rounds on the Facebooks and that as well, and it's on some fucking idiot's page at the moment if they want to find it and share it.
Yeah, well, apparently there's a bloke who has basically nicked my video and put it on his page. It's called Danny Posthill, and I hate him for doing that. I think it's disgusting what he's done. It's basically plagiarism. It's plagiarism. And then also, if he thinks he can try and sell my stuff, I'll be getting the law onto him. I'll be getting my lawyers, and he is completely fucked. Well, he's from Hartlepool, so he's probably used to breaking the law.
Yeah, big
Well,
ball.
I.
Good. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Joe. I know you're a busy man, and you've probably got some shuttles to do and stuff like that.
I've got another 7 workouts to do today, so thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you all on YouTube.
Thank you very much, Joe.
Nice
see you
to
later,
meet you,
mate.
Joe.
Thank you so much. Great Palmos, Craig. Great stuff. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
Oh, Joe Wicks there. Look at that. We get all the celebs on the Ted Hankey podcast. So,
He was massive.
and Craig as well, who is a celeb of his own in Stockton because he holds various competitions and stuff like that. And he gets in the paper for being naughty.
Craig, can I grow a beard like yours?
I don't think
this bum fluff.
I think me and you would look similar if I grew a beard and you put a vest on.
I do, mate. I do. I've got a vest underneath this. I almost took it off till I see. I was going to take it off till I see you.
Traveller call-out videos live on the Ted Hankey podcast. I'd fetch you now for a fucking Parmo, so really fucking that fucking could you?
I'll get my vest on. I'll meet you at the Irish bar or Hargreaves.
Craig, have you got anything you'd like to promote before I let you go, mate? Obviously, anything?
No, just feel free to do any competitions, mate. Everyone gets sharing it. You know, you doing this tonight, Ted. I'm more than grateful you've chose us to go from the George page. You know, really appreciate you doing this, Andrew Malla, and hopefully our audience will find you as funny as I find you, and they'll start watching us.
Good. Well, we're hoping to do this on a weekly basis. So the podcast goes out on a Wednesday. So if you've not subscribed to the podcast, you can get it there on iTunes, Spotify, any podcast provider, or go to tedhankey.com/podcast. And then on a Thursday, we're going to come on here, have a daft laugh, and promote the podcast from the day before, basically. Because I need more listeners, because since the lockdown, no one's commuting. So no one's fucking listening. Well, they are listening, but not as many as they used to. So this is good. But thank you for letting us use your channel.
Well, if you do want to do another share, mate, because I can see there's quite a few people watching. While you're still on here for the last few minutes, if you do want to do another share where anyone who's watching now, please share this post, tag your friends, and Ted and Malla will pick a winner, and they'll let me know who else is getting a Parmo this weekend.
Right.
Me this
nice
time.
Right now.
Yeah, if I'd had credit on my phone, I'd be bang on that.
Right, Craig. I'll speak to you,
lads. Thank you very much.
Cheers,
See you later, mate.
Oh, Craig there from the George Pub and Grill in Stockton. He also runs the British Eating League, Malla, which we talked on, and he's asked if he asked me if I want to go and host a couple of them. I'm sure you can come along as well. It's to be some free scran for you scruffy bell with.
And if I get in, I look about 10, apparently.
Well, we'll get you some fake ID, mate. I used to knock out some Teesside tertiary runs when we were at college. Remember them?
Yeah.
Put you down as a plumber.
Yeah, right. I just want to put this out there, right? If you were a bouncer, right, at the Mall in 95, and you thought that, like, I was a plumber from Teesside all the way back in 95, like, you need your eyes sorting out, lads. I was about 5'4", and I looked about 6. But I got in, and you know what I mean? I danced the night away. It was class, wasn't it, Ted?
It was, mate. It was. We had some great times. So Craig said there, if anyone else wants another Parmo, we've had a winner tonight with Craig Smith. If you want to have another go at winning a Parmo over the weekend, all you've got to do is share this post, this live stream on Facebook, and just tag a pal. You know, for the Parmo, and you know, we'll select one in a minute because we've got about another 5-10 minutes left at the most. So we're going to have a few discussion topics now and answer a few questions while we wait for that. So by all means, fire away, Malla. We've got to talk about politics on the Ted Hankey podcast. What the fucking hell's going on in America at the minute? Because I don't know. Do you know?
Well, right, I've been watching the news, right, and I'm telling you now, it was just like what used to happen at Gyro Day at Rosie Shops. They all stormed it like they did then, like, and there was people getting battered and that. That's what I heard.
Right. What, like the Radcliffe riots?
No, do you remember them? They were good then, weren't they?
No, we were camping out in someone's backyard and in Roseworth, weren't we? And the
riots
were on.
Yeah, it was class. Yeah, no, but not them. No, what happened was, like, you know, your mate, Trump.
Yeah.
he like proper kicked off, like he's saying like, "Hey, don't it? I haven't lost," and like loads of lads over there are kicking off, and they're like, you know, like when they go up to like someone's house and they're knocking on, "Hey, let us in." That's what they were doing at the Senate building, and then like the coppers were like, "Get away," and they all went inside and they got in, but some people got shot, I think, so it's not very nice.
Oh well, you know, listen, if you're not welcome in somewhere, I always say shoot them.
Hey, yeah, why don't they have the same bouncers that they used to have in Stockton? Remember that pool place?
Brad's Bar.
No, man, the one that was up on the corner as you went like
Riley's.
Yeah, right. Why they used to have people there, didn't they?
They wouldn't let you in, would they, if you looked drunk?
Exactly. That's all you need. A couple of bouncer lads on that door, and all them Americans wouldn't have got in. That's what I'd do.
That's good. I've got a question here from Stuart Bennett for you, Mallet. Have you got your vest on back to front?
Yeah, no, of course I haven't. Look, there's no tag here. Look, I've just got it a natural vest for me. This is just how I wear them. It might be a woman's vest, like, I don't know. I've just picked it up.
Have you put that lass's vest on? Oh, it's Dickard here, trading card Tony. What's he put here? Do you lads collect footy? Fuck off, Tony, you dickhead.
Yeah, all right, Tony, how you doing, son? I like him, mint class.
Panini shinies. If you didn't.
He sent us a shiny Janino before it was mint.
Oh, we've had some lovely comments on the. Oh, look at this. Is Mallet a bodybuilder? Have you ever built a body, Mallet?
I do. Well, yeah, like if the body's Mr. Potato, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to get massive though, because you know what I mean. I have done a couple of stints inside, so just one of them.
Inside big glasses.
Yeah, like to be fair, right? Like when you're fighting at my weight limit with them, you know what I mean? You've got to be up there because otherwise,
yeah. I remember before when I nearly seen you getting dragged into a graveyard off a massive girl before.
that was in Leeds, that wasn't it?
Yeah, it was years ago.
Yeah, when Borough were playing away, I remember. Yeah, it was good.
Oh, here we go. It's this Jimmy Beck. Can you give Warren Barton his centre partner back? I don't know whether that's to me or you, Mal. I think it's to you.
Yeah, that's to me. Well, hi, Jimmy. Of course I can. But
Jimmy, obviously, the proprietor of Storytellers and Q Bar. Hurry up and open, Jimmy. I don't care if we're not allowed. Just fucking do it.
Well, I'll be locked in with this vest on, Jimmy. Well,
mate, oh, come on. Have you seen some of the indie types who go in? Oh, look at me. I'm wearing a boob tube. And that's the lads.
Well, I like it.
So, Mally, one of the regulars of the podcast, do you need any more dog shit to burn? Because he's got loads. If you listen to the podcast that went out yesterday, you can still catch it now on the various things at the bottom of the screen. Mallow was talking about how he's burnt a load of dog shit in my shed.
I do need some, Ted, to be honest, but that's the main reason I'm here isn't for the broadband. It's because Julie's going to fucking batter me because the things are shit now because it's all been watching inside.
Oh, well, listen, we're coming towards the end of the first ever live podcast. So I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's commented tonight. I don't think we've had anyone else who wants a Parmo, so maybe one Parmo is enough, or maybe they don't believe us about this offer. So fuck them. That's what I say. And Craig agrees because we sing with rebels.
That's what I was talking about, Ted.
Oh, yeah. Rebels next to Moors.
Hey, where's Craig? Hey, look at you, Craig. You are mint, you, mate. That was who we was talking about. Rebels. Do you remember?
I thought he was calling us it.
No, Rebels was the pool place I was talking about. Well done, Craig.
My dad used to work there, didn't he? He once threw a lesbian through a window.
He did, yeah, he did. My
mum it's a true story. So,
well, my mum never forgive him, did she?
It's nothing to do with a choice of sexuality or anything like that. She tried to bottle him, so he just said, "Either if you want to fight, I'll fight you." He flung her through a window. So,
how 80s is that though? Because it was in the 80s, but you don't see many people getting flung through windows.
My dad did used to dress like Swayze and Roadhouse. So,
but do you think it was banned after that? They were like, "Hey, let's stop throwing people through windows." Like, the pub can't be happy with that, can they?
It's people like Craig will try and make a sport out of it. So there you go. Right, good. There we go. I like that vest, mate. Where is it from? Also, Ted, how was Big Fat Julie coping in lockdown? You still getting stuck in them beef curtains? Yeah. Oh, mate, honestly, you know, like, in the local supermarket, they get us as well. They're only letting you buy essential stuff now, so we can't get razor blades for flaps. So it is quite tough. What are you doing, Mala?
I'm trying to find out where it's from. Right here, it's from Top Man.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Got to be fake. Oh, that's a nice one. Great show, lads. Got to make myself a patron. Yeah, if you do want to make yourself a patron, it's dead easy. And I'll tell you about the patron scheme. Look at the little banner there. For as little as £3 a month, right? That's, think about it. You're getting Pornhub for free at the moment, right? You don't need to pay for that. So you're saving money already, right? You might be using your mate's Netflix code, so you don't have to pay for that, which you would normally pay for. So give me £3 or £5 or even £10 a month, depending on which deal you choose. And you get loads of freebies. You get branded mugs. That one isn't working at the minute because it needs hot water in. Mala, you've got one. You get merchandise, T-shirts, mugs, video messages. You get exclusive gigs with me and Mala. We're gonna hold one together when we're allowed to, where only patrons are invited to it as well. So it's a bit of a Q&A in person with me and Mala. Hopefully you'll put some fucking clothes on next time. And loads of other extras as well. So all you need to do is go to tedhankey.com and there's a link on there and it says become a patron. You just click it and have a look, or just go to patreon.com and it's /Ted Hankey Comedy and have a look. Honestly, I'll put the link in the comments and it just helps me and Mala be able to keep buying Razzle and stuff like that can be all my garage, doesn't it?
I mean, I don't get paid, but Ted lets us live in the shed for now, so it helps me out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has he charges me for food and that, but it's all right.
I do, yeah. So, and just a big thank you to our sponsors again, Shoecake Comedy, Butterfan TV, the Last Stop to Edinburgh Comedy Festival, and the George Pub and Grill in Stockton. So, good. Let's see if we've got any last comments before we skedaddle. Great show. It's Terry Waite on next week. If you listen to the podcast, Mala talks about how he shaved a lass who looked like Terry Waite. So we won't spoil it, but you've got to listen to it.
Yeah, he's lovely, man. Yeah, class.
What's this? Rochelle said, keep that top on. Oh, you've got hey,
Michelle, keep it down. Like I'm banging some lass up there, man. She'll go mad if she is.
Oh, hey, look at this. We will do some more Shane's. Shane's a pain. Is your lass got on your Facebook, you mate? Or Shane's a pain. Class. Right, lovely. Thank you very much, Jack. Thank you very much, Liam. Something a bit different, something a bit free, something mad as fucking lockdown. That's what we're trying to do. So, if you do like what you're seeing and that, I'm just going to put a little thing here as well. I'll just take Mala off there. So if you've seen that there, I am doing discos as well, and I've got a couple booked in, you know what I mean, a proper class, and it's a night of comedy and music, but I don't play anything past the early noughties. So it's 70s, 80s, 90s, early noughties. If anyone comes up to me and asks me for Billie Eilish, I'd kick you in the fanny. Simple as that, really. You know what I mean? So, Mala, sorry, mate, I took you out there. What are you doing tying your hair up?
Having a stretch. I was having a stretch.
Right.
Stage then, man. I could have had anything out. Yeah, so I don't usually like being on telly and that. It's not a thing for me.
No,
I've enjoyed it, and I'm glad you think I look younger than what I sound, because that's good.
You look like Teddy Duckworth, though. We've
handsome lad he is.
Yeah. Right then, man. So we're going to leave. Yeah, thank you very much. We'll see you the same time next week. Check out this week's podcast episode. And this, if you are watching this at the minute on repeat, it's not live, so your comments won't be answered, you doyles. You know what I mean? Right then. So as per usual, it's time for me to leave you with Up the Borough and Believe.